So the next thing I need to think about is putting in some doors so that this place is weatherproof. First, I'm just going to think about the door frame. So one of the things that I need to think about first is this area, because it's definitely not level or flat. These bricks are really old. I also don't really want to put my wood directly down here in case water comes and rots it. So I was thinking I might try and first put some bricks along here and cement them in, and also just try and make it level, because that will make it so much easier when I'm trying to do the frame. This will raise up the threshold of the building a little bit, but as my floor level is actually going to have to be like higher than this anyway, this should be fine. I'm just procrastinating. I'm so bored of making mortar, mixing it up. It's just not fun. I've done so much of it, so just getting a bit sick of it. So, according to my spirit level, this piece of wood is level, so that means that here I need to fill in a little bit. So what I've got is some bits of broken slate, and I think I'm just going to try and pack it up to this level and then cement them down so it's as level as possible. Okay, so it turns out it's wider at the bottom than at the top. So I guess I'm going to have to make it the size to fit the top, and then just pad it out a bit at the bottom and the sides if it's bigger. So this is really exciting. I think that I've cut the pieces for the frame. I'm going to take them out now and then try and put them together as square as possible. So, I'd never done this before, and I don't know that much about making a door frame, but I do know that I have to get it absolutely square, because otherwise there'll be loads of problems with fitting the door in, closing the door inside. So, to try and make it as square as possible, I'm going to join these bits with glue and then screws, but I'm going to put the glue in first, then I'm going to put these right angles, I'm going to screw them on to each side, and then when it's secure like that, I'll put the screws through it and let it cure. So that's my plan. Gonna see how it goes. Once the glue had cured on my door frame, I took off the right angles. I checked that the frame fit into the doorway, and then I took it out to give it a coat of primer. I bought myself a new circular saw. I've never had one of these before, but it was so useful. It allowed me to cut down the random assortment of timber that I've got at the farm to use for the frames. I started on the bigger door. I laid some bricks there as well, and I also put in a pipe in case I need a water waste drain. The new circular saw meant that I could cut rebates on my timber, which is where you cut a piece away so that the door can fit into it and there won't be a gap to the outside. I put the big frame together in the same way and I checked it fitted in the space. The rebate that I cut worked out really well, and when I've made the doors they should be able to fit up against it snugly. Once I'd finished the frames, I had to fix them into the wall using frame fixings. But trying to drill into the brick was such hard work. This job was really a struggle. Eventually I got all the frame fixings in, and then I started cutting down some timber for the doors. So I just cut these pieces of timber. I cut the piece in half, and I'm going to try and use this for one of the doors. I'm going to cut it in half, and then these will be the vertical side bits of the door. I can't actually make the doors yet because I think I need to know what height my floor is going to be exactly before I make them. But I cut out the timber that I should need so that the rest of my timber in my wood pile I can use to make the floor. And I know that I've already reserved what I need for the doors. Because the small doors have a slight arched feature in the doorway, I needed to fill that with a piece of wood. So I made a template and cut it out with the jigsaw. I put this into the space with some Gorilla Glue. I also filled the centre of this space with some leftover pieces of insulation board. I tidied everything up and painted the frames with primer again, and when they were done I was really pleased with how they look.